Good.
All right, let's call the meeting to order for the
Boise would be
Town of
great.
Newbury Human Resources Board. It is 4 p.m. on December the 12th, 2022, and present are
Diane Doyle?
Mark Gleckman,
John Ferrara.
Anthony Antico.
Lynn Peabody.
Patty Fisher.
thank you all for joining us. First agenda item is to approve the meeting minutes from the prior two meetings. First, we have the regular meeting that was held on October 24th, 2022. Everyone, thank you, Diane, for distributing those as always in advance. Has everyone had an opportunity to review those minutes?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do
Second.
we have a second?
Second.
Let's open the floor up to discussion. Any discussion of the minutes?
None.
Seeing none, all in favor of accepting the minutes as written, say aye.
Aye.
Vote is unanimous, thank you. And next, let's go to the minutes of the subcommittee meeting, also held on October the 24th, after our regularly scheduled meeting ended. Has everyone had an opportunity to read through those minutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there a motion to accept?
So move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second.
Any discussion of the minutes of the subcommittee?
No.
Seeing none, we'll take a vote. All those in favor of accepting the minutes as written, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Vote is unanimous. Thank you again, Diane. Next order of business is to discuss any employee issues. As always, we turn to Patty and/or Diane to talk about any issues they're aware of, either at Town Hall, PD, FD, Library, DPW. Diane, anything you're aware of? Nothing new there?
Nothing.
Nothing new on my end.
Okay, thank you. Personnel actions and job vacancies. I know there's a couple things to discuss there. Turn to Diane again.
Okay, I'll let Patty jump in with the ones, or if she has things she wants to add with the police department. We've had a lot of recent retirements and changes and so forth. So the first one is Leslie Haley has announced her retirement as town clerk. She'll be leaving on December 31st. So she is retiring, and filling her position is the assistant town clerk, Gretchen Gerard, who will fill the remainder of her term, where it's an elected position. So she'll be serving from January 1st to June 30th. She will then be up for election. Gretchen will be up for election on the spring election. So Gretchen is moving over there, at which time we'll also be looking for a new assistant town clerk to fill her position.
Any questions?
Any questions on that?
Because she's sitting in for that vacancy, just saying, if she doesn't get elected, then would she go back to her assistant position, or how would that
I
work?
don't think we've even got that far.
Yeah,
Just curious.
I don't think there's been any discussion of
I
that
don't
that
think
I'm
there's
aware
been
of.
any discussion on that. I mean, Gretchen specifically came in, she's been working with Leslie for a significant amount of time to train for that position.
Okay, good.
And Gretchen, one of the requirements for the town clerk position is that you are a resident of Newbury, which Gretchen is. So hopeful that, she would be re-elected. She's been training, she's great with the public, she's from the area, she's, so I don't think we've had any discussion on that
I'm
yet.
sure there's been no plan B.
Okay, and just curious in general, about something like that. What election is it? Is it a special election? Is it an open election? What is the spring one?
So it's not a special election, I don't believe. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Are there
I mean,
any other?
it's not tied
it's
to
not a
any other statewide, or, so I think it's just, I assume it would be an election based on Leslie's retirement and bylaws of the town requiring it to be an elected as opposed to an appointed position
And also
full-time.
any possible changes with the select board, because I think there may be some
Yeah.
terms up for that as well.
Oh, right, okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's true, yeah. Yeah,
Huh. Okay,
good,
good.
Thank you.
Um,
thank you, Dan.
Eileen DeVoe, our town accountant, she is also planning to retire. She was thinking of retiring December 31st. She'll be retiring June 30th. But what she is going to do is reduce her hours as town accountant from 35 to 20 to aid again in the transition. You know, it's nice that we've had the opportunity, like the town clerk and with the town accountant, to have a transition where it's not just someone new coming in without having any assistance. So Eileen is reducing her hours from 35 to 20 effective on January 1st, with the idea that she will be retiring June 30th to help Lillian Craig, who is the assistant town accountant, who's been with us now, I think, over 3 years, training to take over for her role as well. So that change will go into effect January 1st.
Thank you. Questions? Okay.
And then the remainder of the ones that I have are for the police department. Congratulations to Chief Fisher. He's been officially sworn in as our new chief. And Aaron Wajkowski. I always want to say Wojciechowski.
The J is silent.
Okay. Who was sworn in on the 7th as well as deputy chief. We have John Lucy's retirement, obviously, and then Kim Cowlick, if you want to speak to that, she's been rehired as a dispatcher for the police department.
Certainly, so she worked as a part-time dispatcher for us a while, and earlier this year, I don't have the date off the top of my head, she resigned from us part-time to accept a full-time dispatch position at another police department. She has since returned back to school, so she has given up that full-time position, and she's looking to return to us part-time so that she can craft a schedule around her classes. She left on good terms with us, so it was wonderful to be able to accept somebody back who
Great.
had all the training that we need and still had her uniforms. So, so she was sworn in today.
Great. Good. Thank you.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I know we still have some other like open positions that we're still looking to fill. We
Right.
haven't filled the assistant town planner position.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been any decisions made on the animal control officer that I'm aware of.
Tracy, last time I checked in with her, I thought she might be close on the assistant town planner, or
Right, I don't.
feeling good about a candidate, but I haven't heard anything since then, so.
I can just look quickly.
Okay.
And then you're also still hiring, you've got an open ad for reserve officers.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's it, that's all I have.
Chief, is that in relation to as the dominoes were falling with the recent changes, or is this something that was?
This is something that's ongoing, so
Okay.
we, with Post, we are all part-time officers who work for us, reserve officers. They now need to go through what's called a Bridge Academy and get certified, so we are losing a number of our reserve officers who are not able to go through that Bridge Academy to turn themselves into full-time officers. And there's timelines that are kind of cut out based on the first letter of your last name as to when you need to complete these trainings for. So right now we're looking for reserve officers who have full-time academy certification, because that's what the Post is requiring.
And I imagine
of us.
that's kind of an ongoing need.
It is an ongoing need, especially where we're losing part-time officers who worked substantial pieces of our hours, faster than we're able to replace them. And we're running into the issue is once you get a full-time academy certificate, why would you work for part-time rate? So it's a posting that we'll keep up in case we get eligible candidates
So
for
you
it.
need a reserve of reserve officers to fill the
We
pipeline.
need a reserve of reserve officers, yes, we do.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Anything else from the PD in terms of new opportunities? Okay, thank you.
No.
That's good from,
That's it.
thank you both. I'm not aware of any workplace issues, concerns about ethical violations, discrimination issues. Nothing has gotten to my attention. Anything that, okay. Chief Fisher, will turn to you for any safety issues in and around town that need updating or we should be aware of.
nothing observed or reported.
Okay, COVID remains as has been here,
Yes,
fairly
status
constant
quo.
over the last few months, knock wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, good, okay,
Yes.
thank you. I'm not aware of any other business. I know Tracy was hoping to join us at some point today, but I know that she's got bit of a conflict, so that may or may not happen today. If not, we'll hold on that till our next meeting. Any other new business that I'm not aware of at the moment, Diane? Anyone?
No?
Okay, let's look at the calendar. The fourth Monday in January brings us to the 23rd, is that right? As of now, does the 23rd look like a good date in everyone's calendar?
Works for me?
Yes.
Let's plug that in for 4 PM on the 23rd then. Consider that firm. And if you don't mind, let me just excuse myself for 30 seconds here. Let me see if Tracy may be close to joining us. If her door is closed, then we'll call for an adjournment if she's available. If she's going to be just a couple minutes, maybe we'll just sit tight. You gonna check? Okay, I will check. I know she was hoping to address us, but duty called elsewhere.
I think she's gonna be a few minutes. She's on a Zoom with town council. I think she's gonna be a few minutes.
She's going to be a while?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. With that in mind, if there's no other discussion points, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
None.
All in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
Aye.